So I have picked up the bug for Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm gonna play it again for about an hour before I go to work. So yeah, yeah. I really like this game a lot. I liked it when it came out, and I still like it a lot. So, anyways, let's get into it.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is
Fox
still one
died.
step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon.
Oh no, not that movie.
With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard that? The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your
Can't
part.
BS.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the Boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The Boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal.
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the Boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off.
More like
You were her last
more
apprentice.
like,
Screw this
we
one
don't
up, and we'll
feel
both be
like
6 feet under.
Finding anyone
There's no
else.
choice.
I'm sure there's other people who could do it, but we got Snake. He's right here. Might as
Are the
well
Russians
send
going to
him.
be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
Oh yay!
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. You remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
I was just looking at you. What's the more relevant?
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Like I said, for a PS2 game, I mean, you can really tell they put their all into this. I don't know if I wanted more. I think the shot alone would probably kill me. Yeah, Snake could barely handle it. Now we know where the bandana comes from.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss and our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? Came out last year.
Must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
Call me Harry Balls.
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
Major
From
Zero
square
Balls.
0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate.
Yeah.
Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint.
Who will also betray us.
He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
Yeah, what about...
How will I know this Adam guy when I see
What about
him?
all the radiation?
You'll know once you reach the factory.
from the
The
nuclear
whole area's
bomb?
been polluted
I
by
guess
the
that
fallout
isn't
from
a
that nuclear
species.
blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lulelo."
Lali
That is
Luleo.
like the biggest
Gotcha.
fucking tease
You've been
ever.
equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government.
And they give
It will
you
be
one
necessary to
second.
make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Motherfucker. Oh yeah, he probably doesn't have any food on him, does he? Nope. They took away all my food. So now I gotta go kill other animals for food. PETA must love this game. That's all I gotta say. Oh, I thought there was a snake over here. I eat snakes. I'm the snake eater, motherfucker. Oh, if I could catch the fucking snake. Yay! Snake for me. R snake H, whatever that means. See, any more food for me here? I'm gonna have to find a bunch of fucking food. Oh shit! Oh, I thought it was a fucking soldier coming around the corner. Damn it, I saw something climbing that fucking tree. I want to eat it. Eat it. Eat it good. Oh, another snake. Get that son of a bitch. Me too. I want a butterfly, goddammit. Ooh, mushroom. God, that's one thing I'm getting today during my lunch break. I'm getting a mushroom burger. Oh, I miss mushroom burgers. They make really good ones at this one place. Oh, it's like orgasmic. You like Russian burger? Well, I mean it's not a chain burger place. It's a local place. It's called Big Hire 8. They make amazing burgers. I highly recommend it if you're in the Utah area. And no, I'm not Mormon. I moved here for game design, so. Which is surprising that Utah has one of the best game design schools in the nation. They do. I highly recommend it. More snake for me. You fucking- Stabbed you right in the face. Do I get to keep all my weapons from before? I suppose they don't give you anything. Nope, they take away all your shit. Yep, they take... Yeah, so it wasn't even worth it finding all those items before, I guess. Because you start over. I guess it was fun. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, you think you're gonna sneak up on me, you douchebag motherfucker. Oh shit, what's going on? Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I remember this part. Okay. I won't ruin it. It's definitely a James Bondish type of premise, or type of scene. You'll see.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
What the fuck?
Boss,
That arm still hurt?
what are you doing here?
Of course she takes
Go
it.
home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
Well, yeah, let's see you try that against
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Actually, you find out who he is later.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor?
What?
The mission or your beliefs?
Now you're asking
Your duty to your unit
for-
or your personal feelings?
Now you're asking me to join you after you just picked me up.
You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well.
Like I said, this part is totally a James Bond trope.
Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you.
Like I said, Toby and James
Now,
Bond, so
go home.
just fucking before the final fight. Though the game's pretty fucking long, actually, so there's a lot of stuff in between that, so. So obviously, you probably figured out you're gonna
This
have
is
to fight the
Snake.
boss eventually.
Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. Would she double-cross us like this? That's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
You motherfucking bitch, you broke my goddamn gun. Now how am I gonna hunt for fucking... Oh wait, no, I still have my knife for hunting for food. At least she didn't break that. Am I going the right way? I don't even fucking know. Oh.
This is HQ.
Control here. We have evidence of an enemy.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
And I'm still able to hunt for food while we're traveling. I better put on the motion sensor so I can see where they're coming from. Fucking frog. Wow, I've got 3 things of food. Kinda sucks. Now, I mean, yeah, you can use your knife to kill people, but honestly, I want to try and keep this a no-death run. Like, I don't mean a no-death run as in I won't die. I mean no-death run as in I don't want to kill people if I don't have to. You can do the whole game like this, starting with, well, actually it started with Metal Gear Solid 2. If I have to kill people, I will, but I'd rather not if I can avoid it. Kind of like the same shit they did a few years later with Mass Effect. We'll get to Mass Effect though. I have no fucking clue where I'm supposed to go either, so. Oh, there's a map. Let's see. So we're there. We need to go this way then, maybe? I guess. Yeah, let's try this way. Actually, so. Change our camouflage, see if, wooden. Okay. How about uniform? EPM, motherfucker. Now you can't see me, bitch. Wait a minute, I just came from this area. Probably need to go keep going this way, right? Maybe? I don't know. anymore.